Everybody, it's a morning cuppa with your old mate Beatle Dave. Cheers everybody. This is a bit of an impromptu video. I've got a week off work and we've been to York, so I'm going to show you some of the things that we did find in York. Please stay tuned because we will be doing some Beatle Dave's twist and shout-outs later in the video. But yeah, we went to York basically because it's coming up to our first wedding anniversary. Yeah, it's nearly a year ago that Susie Sue says I do. Bless her, I love her to bits. So I went away for a little bit of a break. We both needed a break. Stopped in a lovely hotel. York, if you've never been to York in the UK, it's absolutely fantastic. Why I've never ever been, I don't know. Full of history, the people are fantastic. There's some lovely places to, have food. There's a place called the Shambles, which is like a medieval street. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Did find a couple of record shops, as you know Beatle Dave would. So basically this is just going to be like some of the things that we found, and a little bit of a catch up. And like I say, if you go, this could become like a sort of like occasional sort of thing. It's not like a main video, it's just going to be like a bonus like video if you like. So yeah, so I did go in 3 record shops, or found 3 record shops and a guitar shop of all things, but I only bought things from 2 of them. The guitar shop, by the way, I will just mention this, I'm trying to do this video as quick as I can. It was closed. We went Sunday to Tuesday and it was closed Sunday and Monday. So when we're walking back to the train station, it goes, oh, that guitar shop's open. They did sell records as well, believe it or not. And the reason I went in was because they'd got a pre-loved Paul McCartney Hofner style bass in the window. I've always wanted one. And it was actually quite cheap. And I nearly bought it. In one way I'm kicking myself now because I didn't. But we went on the train, so went on the train and we had to come back on the train. It didn't have a hard case with it, so the chances are I might not have got it back in one piece. And I'm kicking myself now. I think if I'd have bought that, I would have actually tried to learn how to play the bass. So that is sort of like one regret, but hey ho, life goes on. So the first little like record shop we went into was, it was a bit strange. It was a lovely place. They've got a massive old jukebox in the corner. You could sit and have a cup of tea. You could have a slice of cake. It is also a live music venue, certain days of the week, and he sold vinyl, CDs and everything else. Excuse me. I didn't actually buy any records, believe it or not. Beatle Dave didn't buy any records. He'd got some fantastic Beatles records there, but there was all records that I'd already got, and in all fairness none of them were any better than the ones I'd got. So I thought I'm going to be sensible for once and not buy a Beatles record just for buying a Beatles record. Beatle Dave being sensible. So I bought one of these instead, which is a now playing wooden display. I've seen quite a few, like if you're doing shorts and things like that, these are handy to have. Shorts, is it worth doing shorts on YouTube? I don't know. I don't really do them that much now. I used to do them, so this is in case I do start doing them again. And I must say this is one hefty piece of wood, heavy piece of wood even. So that's it. So it just says now playing like that. I'm sure you know how these work. So if you're doing a video and you're playing the record, you put the record in there like that, so it just says now playing. Good though, isn't it? Something cheap and cheerful and like a little souvenir of our first ever trip to York. So like I say, that was the first thing we bought. Then we went walking around, seemed like we walked forever, and we found a record store called Rebound Records, which is up near the York Minster. Fantastic little shop run by a bloke called Dave, so I can't really forget his name, can I? Or David. Very helpful, very knowledgeable. Again, I was looking through his vinyl and there wasn't really anything there that like shouted out by me sort of thing. So I actually bought some CDs, a couple of CDs. The first one is this, Never Mind the Bollocks, Here's the Sex Pistols. Now to me this looks like it's some sort of import. The one I've got is that, you know, the cover is fully yellow, it hasn't got this green background. You do get the track listing on the back, which is pink writing on a green background. It does say 1977 Virgin Records and not 1977 Sex Pistols Residuals. So I think this is like a French or a German import. I'm not 100% sure. I've looked on the label, you can't really see anything on the label. That is the track listing, so at least you can see it on there. Never Mind the Bollocks, produced by Chris Thomas and Bill Price. All tracks published by Copyright Control. Later copies would say Warner Brothers, wouldn't they, and things like that on them. I have played this and it absolutely sounds amazing. It really does. But on there it doesn't say where it was made. Well, I can't see where it's made. So anything with CDs, isn't it? You can't really, if you're trying to do a video, you can't really see it, can you? But that was £3.99. I thought, well, I'm going to get that just for the curiosity factor of it. This next one, the Rolling Stones Rock and Roll Circus. You can get this on a single LP, but I think now you can also get it on a extended triple vinyl LP. This is one that I haven't got it on vinyl or anything. I hadn't even got it on a CD. Strange little, what would you say, project by the Rolling Stones. Was recorded in December 1968. Was supposed to come out in early 1969. Of course, you do get the first ever public appearance or performance of John Lennon without the Beatles on this, singing Yard Blues as the Dirty Mac Band. John Lennon guitar vocals, Eric Clapton is on guitar, Mitch Mitchell at the Jimi Hendrix Experiences on drums, and then for some reason, and I've never really understood this, Keith Richards plays bass and not Charlie Watts. I would have thought, not Charlie Watts, Bill Wyman. There is Taj Mahal's on this, The Who's on this, Marianne Faithfull is on this. I think the issue where it's 3 albums, the first 2 albums is this, and then the third album is like outtakes and rehearsal tapes. It is actually a cracking little album to listen to. Very witty in places. And now the Rolling Stones. This was shelved for years, about 25 years before this and the accompanying film ever saw the light of day. I think it was something to do with ABKCO, and because the Rolling Stones had fell out with Alan Klein, and I think Alan Klein sort of was holding to the rights to this or something like that, and had to buy the rights back. I think I could have got that wrong. When this originally did see the light of day 25 years after the fact, the BBC did a massive thing on it, and they showed you like interviews with Keith Richards, Mick Jagger, Charlie Watts, Bill Wyman. There was even snippets of Brian Jones in it and things like that. The Who. You know, it's fascinating. Why they had to wait 25 years to release this, I don't know. It is a bit of a period piece now, but you know, you get the Rolling Stones doing Symphony for the Devil and things on here. They say Brian Jones wasn't really up to much on this. If you see the footage of him, I think he's really enjoying it. Whether his guitar was plugged in or not, because now they're saying that half the time his guitar wasn't plugged in. I would say by the way he was playing it, he thought it was plugged in anyway. He wasn't, you know, just going through the motions. And of course, you know, not long after this, he unfortunately passed away, didn't he? So this is well worth having. I am going to try and get this on vinyl. I have been looking on the dreaded eBay today, and the original vinyl LP that came out when this was re-released in 25 years after this, after the original thing, it's very hard to get now, but like I say, you can get the super deluxe thing, which is 3 vinyl version of it, but they are expensive, they're not cheap. So that is my main finds, those. So that was from 85 Micklegate in York, and these were from Rebound Records, which is up near the Minster in York. But while I was there at Rebound Records, I was talking to the chap, and he says, you know, I've got a little YouTube channel, things like that. And he goes, oh, what are you into? And I says, well, it's Beatle Dave, things like that. And he goes, oh, I love that poster that's behind you, and there's a poster of the Beatles. And he goes, what, that one? I goes, yeah. And he goes, we've got copies of that to give away, do you want one? And I goes, you're joking, aren't you? He says, no. And he goes, what, for free? He goes, yeah, for free. And just say on here, search on YouTube Andrew Dixon, The Beatles Story, guarantee you've never heard before. Now I am subscribed to a bloke called Andrew Dixon on YouTube, so I don't know if this is a limited print that he's done, or he just sent it out for a bit of publicity. I don't know, but it is a fascinating piece of artwork, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do justice to this, because it says the Trojan horse on it as well, not the dark horse, the Trojan horse. So remember, this was free, and it's massive. It really is a massive poster, and it's that big I can't even get it all in one shot. Look at that. But it goes like from every phase of the Beatles, from the early years, well, from when the kids, up there, look, that's when the kids, up there, right up to like later days, final days of the Beatles and things like that. What a fascinating photo or picture. But the only thing is, I've got this, and it's left me in a bit of a dilemma now, because I've got to work out where I'm going to put it. There is a massive piece there, so maybe I could technically move a few things off that wall and put them up there. I don't know, because I've got a couple of things. I've got a couple of things that I want to try and get up. But wasn't that lovely? That for nothing. It's always nice to get something for nothing, isn't it, folks? Wasn't expecting it. So yeah, if you're ever in York in the UK, and if you live in the UK and you've never been to York, just go for a day trip. We stopped a few nights in a lovely hotel. The hotel was absolutely amazing. The people in the hotel was amazing. We found a pub opposite the hotel where you could basically get a pint of John Smith's for about £2.50. You know, and it was a nice pint as well. I did have a few. Cheers once again. Right, so we'll do some Beatle Dave's Twist and Shoutouts. I'm going to have to put my dreaded granddad glasses on. I hope you're enjoying this, folks. Just thought a bit of an impromptu video. You're probably all missing me because I haven't made a video for a few days. So, twist and Shoutouts for today. As you can see, I've still got a bit of a cough and a cold. Not as bad as it was though, folks. Well, thank you to everybody that has been asking me how I'm doing. I'm doing absolutely wonderful at the minute. Right, so the first twist and shout out goes to Eddie O'Toole, who was a subscriber. Again, he has been with me for over a year, I think. So here's your twist and your shout out to Eddie O'Toole. Always leaves nice comments. Always look forward to reading his comments. I look forward to reading everybody's comments, by the way. The next one is to Terry and Julia Tudor. Again, they're subscribers, and they have basically been with me way back. Must be at least 18 months, if not longer. Again, they always do lovely comments, very, very supportive. So here's your twist and your shout out to Terry and Julia Tudor, fantastic subscribers. The next one is a YouTube channel. Now I think this YouTube channel has just changed its name, and it's Mark Morris, based in America. So he's similar sort of age to me, might be a little bit older. His story's a bit like mine as well. He got rid of all of his record collection in the past couple of years has still started to build it up again. Just started to build it up again. Beatles fan. So yeah, check that one out. It's Mark Morris. So here's your twist, and your shout out to Mark Morris, who I think changed. I think his channel used to be called Rediscovering the Beatles. I think that was what it was, but now he's just going by the name of Mark Morris. Fantastic chap. Glad to have you aboard, mate. Glad to give you a shout out. And then my final twist and shout out for today goes to, if you're in the VC, you will know this chap. If you're in the Beatles community, you will know him. He doesn't really need me to give him a plug, but I'm going to, because he always leaves me lovely comments, and it's Mr. Beatles Pro. So here's your twist and your shout out to Mr. Beatles Pro. He has got a fantastic YouTube channel, lots of memorabilia. I mean, you think that's good, you should see some of the things he gets. He's got mobiles, he's got counter displays. If you look at the background, I mean, you think mine, well, I hope you think mine looks okay. His actually looks like he's in a Beatles museum, a bit like Beatle Brad. So that's going to be it. So thank you everybody for joining me on this morning cuppa with Beatle Dave. This might become a bit of like a now and again thing. If I've got a day off and I haven't made a video for a while, might just do it just as a catch up, tell you what we've been up to and things like that. Thank you to everybody that is subscribing, by the way. If you are subscribed, thank you to everybody. If you're not subscribed, just think about subscribing. It is free, it doesn't cost you a penny. I don't like saying this, but YouTube say I have to keep saying it to try and promote the video more. So if you've liked the video and you're not subscribed, please press the subscription button. And if you like it, leave a like and a comment. It's free, doesn't cost you a penny. Once again, thank you to everybody that is leaving comments and likes. You know, you are all fantastic subscribers. You really do all support the channel. I was thinking of slightly changing the name of the channel, and I do mean this. I was only thinking about it. It wasn't anything serious, but from all the comments I've had, I'm not going to change it. I'm going to keep it. It's because everybody says, we all know you's Beatle Dave, don't change it, Dave, it's working for you. So yes, thank you once again to everybody that commented on that. And that's going to be about it. Remember, you are the Beatle Dave. I love you all, and until the next time, if you've liked this video, just give me a thumbs up if nothing else. So until the next time, it's Beatle Dave saying peace, love and happiness to you all, and I'm out of here.